It is Wednesday. It's the 15th of May. I'm Monita Rajpal. This is CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. Making news today. Cyclone May15 is bearing down on Southeast Asia. It is heading north in the Bay of Bengal and is expected to make landfall Thursday afternoon. The UN says at least 8.2 million people live in threatened areas. Northeast India, Bangladesh and Myanmar are all in the line of fire. Mass evacuation is underway in Bangladesh as the storm bears down on the coast. We will have more on that for you a little bit later on here on News Center. But let's get you more on the storm's path. Meteorologist May Ramos is at the World Weather Center with details on the strength of May15. Leonie. Sorry, Mari.
Hey, Monita. Can you hear me? Hello, here we are.
Sorry, Mari. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and fix my camera shot just for a moment. Let's go ahead and take a look over here at the latest track of the storm. What you're looking at over here is the satellite image. You can see how large the storm is, continuing to move along, just hugging the coastline here, the northern coastline of the Bay of Bengal and including northern India. This is
and the effect that it will have on the flooding, as you mentioned there. Mari, thank you very much for that. We appreciate it. Mari Ramos there at the World Weather Center. Let's take you now to Dhaka in Bangladesh and get you more now from our Leonie Lakani, who is there for us. And Leonie, we understand that a mass evacuation is underway. What more can you tell us about what is actually happening, the kind of precautionary measures that are being taken?
That's right, Monita. Cyclones in this country are not unusual. They're a seasonal occurrence, but there are always precautions.
Right. Leonie, thank you very much for that. Leonie Lakani there in Dhaka. 3 Chinese airlines received bogus bomb threats earlier this Wednesday. The 5 flights affected were all destined for the southern city of Shenzhen, which borders Hong Kong. State media reports that China Eastern Airlines, Shenzhen Airlines, and Zhenyao Airlines were all targeted. 2 of the 5 flights were redirected, and 3 were delayed. Israel says rockets have landed in the northern Israeli-held Golan Heights on its border with Syria. Israeli military officials say the rockets were the result of, quote, the domestic situation in Syria. Israel has closed off the area to visitors. 15 years of hard labor has started for Korean-American Kenneth Bae. North Korea says the man it accuses of trying to bring down the state is now in a, quote-unquote, special prison. The U.S. says he's a tour operator and should be released. So far, Pyongyang has ignored American appeals. Apple is about to give away $10,000 worth of iTunes. The prize will go to whoever downloads the 50 billionth app. Yep, 50 billion. The next 50 people to download will receive a $500 gift card. The winner is expected to be announced later today. Russia says it will expel a U.S. diplomat it has accused of spying. Ryan Fogel was detained on Monday after a raid by the Russian security service. Officials say Fogel had a, quote, classic spy arsenal. That included wigs, a compass, and a large sum of money. The U.S. ambassador has been publicly summoned to the Russian Foreign Ministry. Now, it harks back to the Cold War, the time of the Iron Curtain and international espionage. American diplomat Ryan Fogel has been declared, as we said, persona non grata. Let's take you now to Washington and CNN's Jill Doherty with more on this. And Jill, who is Ryan Fogel and what more do we know about him?
Well, he works at the embassy in the political office, pretty unknown as far as we know.
Jill,
but now,
thank you for that. Jill Doherty there, live for us from Washington. You are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. You are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. I'm Monita Rajpal. A state of emergency is in force across northeastern Nigeria. President Goodluck Jonathan says the country is facing a rebellion driven by Islamist extremists. They include the group called Boko Haram. It has intensified its campaign of killings and kidnappings this year. And CNN's Vladimir Duthiers, who's following the developments from Lagos. Vlad, what more do we know?
Monita, what we do know is that the recent overtures made by President...
All right, Vlad, thank you very much for that. Vladimir Duthiers reporting was there live from Lagos. Walmart today pledged action toward ensuring the safety of factory workers in Bangladesh that makes products that it sells. In the next 6 months, Walmart says it will conduct safety inspections of every Bangladeshi factory producing its goods and will publish the results. The Pentagon has accused China of attempting to hack U.S. defense systems. That's the latest allegation against Beijing in an escalating cyber battle. But in some ways, it's not a new conflict. China's original patriotic hacker once tried to bring down the House The White House, that is, and that was more than a decade ago. Now, as he tells CNN's David McKenzie, he wants to see an end to cybercrime.
Cheesy graphics.
You are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. You are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. All 8 of the remaining teams in the NBA playoffs have played at least 4 games, but no one is through to the next round just yet. Let's join World Sports' Alex Thomas for more on that. Hello, Alex.
Yeah, hi, Monita. They finished the regular season as the second best team in the East, Benfica. But now, Monita, back to you.
All right, Alex, thank you very much for that. Well, from drama on the pitch to drama by the beach. France may be in recession, but the Cannes Film Festival is swapping austerity for Gatsby glamour. The Great Gatsby, Baz Luhrmann's lavish 3D film of the Jazz Age novel, is the first day. And before we go, it was the duck that seemed to have everything. Fame, admirers, and a globe-trotting lifestyle. The world was its bathtub. Until this happened. The giant inflatable artwork, known simply as Rubber Duck, took a turn for the worse last night, appearing mysteriously deflated. You are watching CNN News Center. I'm Monita Rajpal, live at CNN Hong Kong. Thanks for joining us. I'll update you the news headlines in just a couple of minutes.